Police in China say a suspect is in custody after 4 Americans were wounded in a stabbing attack. This happened yesterday in Jilin City as the instructors from Iowa's Cornell College were making a daytime visit to a public park. We want to warn you, the video we're about to show you from the scene may be disturbing for some viewers. CBS News has verified this social media video showing the aftermath. Chinese officials called it a random attack. CBS News correspondent Roxana Saberi is on the Cornell College campus in Mount Vernon, Iowa. What do we know about what happened?
Lindsay, police in Jilin said this morning that the suspect is 55 years old. They say the man stabbed all 4 Americans after one of them bumped into him, and that the suspect also stabbed a Chinese person who approached the group to intervene. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said the injured were taken to a hospital for treatment and that the investigation is ongoing. The president of Cornell College here in Mount Vernon, Iowa, has said that all 4 victims were instructors in China as, quote, part of a partnership with a university there, and that no students were involved in the program. Cornell has not released the names of the victims, but said they were injured during a daytime visit to a public park while accompanied by a faculty member of the Chinese school. The State Department has told CBS News that it's monitoring the situation.
And CBS News spoke with an Iowa congresswoman. What did she say?
Yes, Congresswoman Marionette Miller-Meeks told CBS News that 3 of the victims have family here in Iowa in her district. She also said her understanding is that this was a random attack and that she didn't know the motive yet. She said most importantly, she wants to make sure the victims get the medical care they need and that they can travel back to the U.S. when they're able to.
And we've also heard from a family member of one of the victims. What do we learn?
Yeah, our team spoke with Iowa State Representative Adam Zabner. He said one of the victims is his brother David, who attended Cornell College as an undergrad, spent a year teaching here, and was in China on his 2nd trip with the school. He also said the group of Americans was visiting a local temple when they were attacked by a man with a knife. And he added that David is doing okay and recovering at the hospital. Lindsay.
How do U.S.-China relations in terms of education play into this?
Yeah, well, while the 2 countries have had an increasingly tense relationship in recent years, they have tried to strengthen their educational ties. A few months ago, Chinese President Xi Jinping announced a plan to invite 50,000 young Americans to China for exchange and study programs over 5 years. And you may also recall that President Xi has a personal connection to this state. He lived here in Iowa with a host family back in the 1980s as part of an agricultural exchange.
Roxana Saberi, thank you.
Hello and welcome to your election headlines. I'm Rita Chakrabarti. Rishi Sunak has set out the Conservative Party's manifesto at Silverstone Racetrack. The Conservatives are promising to halve migration and a further 2p cut in employee national insurance by April 2027. Other pledges include scrapping the main rate of self-employed national insurance, a stamp duty cut for some first-time buyers, a new Help to Buy scheme, and tax cuts for landlords who sell to tenants.
I'm not blind to the fact that people are frustrated with our party and frustrated with me. Things have not always been easy, and we have not got everything right. But we are the only party in this election with the big ideas to make our country a better place to live.
Labour are setting out their pledges ahead of their manifesto launch on Thursday. They include an extra 100,000 dental appointments for children and a ban on under-16s buying highly caffeinated energy drinks. The party says the idea, which would apply to drinks with more than 150 milligrams of caffeine per litre, was created in consultation with parents and teachers.
We've got to get the balance right to make sure that this is an affordable way forward, but I'm determined that we're going to change this. The idea that the most common operation for 6 to 10-year-olds in hospital is to have their decaying teeth taken out is intolerable as far as I'm concerned. That's why we've got a plan for our children's health.
Liberal Democrats are calling for a new fund to support doctors' surgeries in rural and remote areas. They say it forms part of their £1 billion package to improve services and give patients a legal right to see a GP within a week. Nigel Farage has posted a video on social media in which a man appears to throw objects at his campaign bus in Barnsley. Mr. Farage thanked police after they arrested a 28-year-old man. The leader of the Reform Party said he will not be bullied or cowed. Around 2 million British expats are getting their votes back in the general election. In the past, any UK citizen who'd lived abroad for more than 15 years wasn't allowed to participate, but the rules have now been changed. The SNP's Westminster leader has described the election as an opportunity for Scotland to do its bit in getting the Tories out. Stephen Flynn predicted the Conservatives will be toast after a complete disaster of a campaign. And those are your election headlines for Tuesday, the 11th of June.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please have a seat. Giovanni, I know from experience it takes extraordinary courage for you to stand up here and retell your son's story. Many of you who have lost someone to gun violence. It's been a passion of mine for a long, long time. It's a reason way back, a long time ago, I authored the Violence Against Women Act, which no one thought made any sense at the time. I had a lot of trouble getting people to think we could make a difference. But the fact of the matter is, I remember well when you first started it with me, this extraordinary courage. You know, through your words, you help ensure that your son and all the victims of gun violence are not forgotten. They didn't die in vain. Through your love, you help prevent the next tragedy that saves lives. And through your actions, you remember us will never let go of one thing that we must never, never lose. And I mean this. I know it's hard because I've gotten those phone calls too saying I lost a son, a daughter, a wife. I know what it's like. But guess what? Never give up on hope. Hope. I give you my word, I know what that feels, that black hole when you receive that phone call. It seems like your black hole in your chest, you're being sucked into it. Just showing up here with all the work you've done takes some courage because it reminds you of the moment you got that phone call. It reminds you, no matter how long it goes. It's hard, but you're making such a difference. The main reason I'm here is to say, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. No. Folks, it's okay. Look, they care. Innocent children have been lost. They make a full point. Come on now.
Thank you for honoring gun violence survivors.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. There'll be all kinds. I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag. It's white and it's yellow and orange flames around it. And in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame.
Well, throughout this sort of rant, there was a lot of, just aggression and, against the media.